Hello friends, and welcome to another Ocarina of Time Randomizer. And are you ready for a masterclass in pain? Because this time we are kicking things up a notch. As I promised, this randomizer will be an all Master Quest dungeon randomizer. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, a long time ago, Nintendo made a version of Ocarina of Time where all of the dungeons were made much harder, called Master Quest. This was originally released as a GameCube bonus disc, but if you are unable to acquire that, you can still play Master Quest if you have the 3D remake of Ocarina of Time on the 3DS. But since the original base of Master Quest was the N64 version of the game, it is possible to play an N64 randomizer of Ocarina that can incorporate these remixed dungeons, and that is what I'm bringing for you all today. Now, before I jump into the game, I just have a few things I want to go over here real quick. The main goal of this seed is to acquire the 6 medallions to receive Ganon's boss key. I was toying with the idea of doing this as a 5 dungeon setting, but I want to try and play a good portion of the game. While I have played base Ocarina dozens of times at this point, I have only played and beaten Master Quest twice. Yeah, that's right, twice. And while I can remember some small details, the overall dungeon progression will be a huge mystery to me, so I am playing 6 Medallion in order to refresh myself, and maybe to increase my pain and suffering, since there will be points I might not remember what to do. And every dungeon in this game is set to its Master Quest version. That means every stone dungeon, every medallion dungeon, the well, ice cavern, GTG, and Ganon's tower are all much harder now. I could set it so that only a certain number of them became their Master Quest versions and some stay vanilla, which, as an aside, that is something I would totally be down for doing in the future, just saying that here. But I promised all Master Quest dungeons for this one, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, to make my adventure a little less painful, I am playing this with vanilla dungeon locations, meaning the Deku Tree will be the Deku Tree, Dodongo's Cavern will be Dodongo's Cavern, and so on and so forth. And all of the small and boss keys will be in their own dungeons, so I won't have to go hunting for them in the overworld at any time. While this wouldn't really impact much, this is just a mercy for me right now as I get reacquainted with Master Quest. And while every other setting is how it was last time, I just wanted to try an option of needing to only rescue one carpenter from the thieves' hideout. Just kind of a speed-up option I want to try here. And that really covers everything I wanted to discuss here. All of my settings are on the side of the screen for your viewing pleasure as always, so why don't we jump into the game here? As always, I could name myself whatever I want, but I'm just going to go for that. So where do we start? Oh, it looks like I am going to have to do all 6 medallions. Looks like I start as a child, though, so I won't have very much here. So let's get started here, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh no! That's a sign, but at least I have quick access to Kakariko and the Skulltula house, technically. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, so the thing with Master Quest is that the only thing that's different are the dungeons. The overworld is exactly the same. Okay, so piece of heart. So my strategy for right now, if you can really call it that, I'm going to try to get as much as I can in the overworld, and hopefully that gives me something that I can work with. Also, Navi, what the heck? There we go. Not forgetting this time. I know it's probably faster if I do this as adult, but I'm here already. I'm just going to get the grotto. Seems like Kakariko's a pretty popular place for me to start. Of course, I do get some free hints, too. What do we got? Okay, Final Frogs is dead. That is great to know. Oh, yes, this is another thing I really want to know, too. So, ordinarily in base Ocarina, I know the dungeons very well at this point. I almost wanted to say perfectly, but I remember what happened on my last randomizer, so I'm just going to amend myself to be a little bit more generous. But the thing with this one, because the dungeons are remixed, I don't know how many extra or how few extra, or how many more or less treasure chests I will have to try and locate in certain dungeons. So if I find the compasses, I'll be able to identify where certain treasures are. So this time, I actually feel like the compasses will have a little extra power for me. And for anyone who's saying, like, well, why don't you just start playing with the dungeons, dungeon maps and dungeon compasses already collected so you don't have to worry about them? I do play it where the maps and compasses give information. Like, I could play this where, like, if I already have the maps and compasses, what most people will tend to do is have the information on the pedestal in the Temple of Time. Ooh, that kind of helps. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, the information will be located at the Temple of Time. And you can find your information that way. But I like the thought of what the compasses and the dungeon maps can do. So for the obvious one, for anyone who's seen all of my randomizers prior, because I do play with this setting on constantly, the compasses will also tell you what stone or medallion is hiding in the dungeon. And that can be very useful in medallion settings because, well, as you can see right now, I know that I have to beat Jabu Jabu's belly. So the boomerang is now a very important item for me to find, wherever it may be. Now you might also be thinking, wait, you said maps give information. Why do I not see that on anything? Well, that's because the dungeon maps are programmed to tell you whether or not a dungeon is its vanilla version or its Master Quest version. Like, I have actually played I forget if it was a test or if I did this in actuality. Oh, I found the green rupee. Oh, geez. That's an expensive green rupee, but that is not an expensive Zora tunic. I think I'm gonna get you. Alright. Actually, it looks more green than the green I'm wearing right now. But yeah, I have done a randomizer where the dungeons... Oh, man. I keep getting distracted here. Okay, so that's a real bow. Okay, so I know that a real bow is hiding in a shop behind a wallet. That's good to know. You know what? I'm gonna get distracted by the gossip stones here, so I'm gonna continue my story here. That a cow behind webs in a grotto. Oh. I need... Oh, that might be all 6, but that, Stuffos and Shadow. Water Temple is foolish. Okay, I'm gonna do something here that I haven't done in Ocarina before. I'm gonna take notes. So I just need to keep an eye on the fire arrow and knowledge that water temple plundering is foolish, which is huge because that is a time sink. Okay, maybe while I'm doing the shooting gallery here, I can kind of finish my story. So I have played a version that mixed the dungeons between having Master Quest versions and vanilla versions. And the dungeon maps will then tell you whether or not a dungeon is ordinary or masterpiece or masterful or however you want to describe it. And it's kind of an interesting setting because then that finally gives power to the dungeon maps. So if anyone is interested in seeing someone play this where all of the dungeons are a mix of Master Quest and original, let me know. I would be genuinely down to try it. Yeah, let's try to screw this up here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. There we go. Deku nuts. Alright, well at least I have a little bit to start me off, which is great. A few stun chances here and there. Alright. That is... I found the winter heart piece already! This is already a good seed. I really wish they made the vines a lot better. Alright. Outside of Ganon's castle. I'm gonna make another note of that. It's kind of an obvious one, really. Like, that's only one check, but it works. I really want to find the way of the heroes, though. So that is the Armos statue. So Navi the Armos statue this time. Interesting. Alright, what do we got for another hint? That's what I'm looking for. So I gotta find a way to Goron City. And another thing too, I definitely want to find those fire arrows. For anyone who is wondering just how much more difficult the game is between the vanilla version and Master Quest, they made some items in Master Quest that were originally optional things, or like you didn't really need to use them per se, but some of them ended up becoming mandatory items. And the two that I can remember the best are the Song of Time, so there's actual Song of Time puzzles that require a little bit more effort, and the fire arrows. So if you didn't know how to shoot the sun in the base Ocarina game, you might end up getting very lost. And that's something I hope doesn't end up happening for me as I play this. Alright, so we're gonna go to Kokiri Forest, because that's plenty of things I can look at right off the bat. I mean, a few good hints, too, if I feel like it. Maybe I'll get something good for my trouble. Alright, I did pretty good on my back walking on that one. Alright, so we've got Saria over here, which I will have to go and get right away. 50 rupees, that's pretty good. Maxes out my wallet, or pretty close to it. Alright, what do we got in Mido's house? Okay. More rupees. Heart piece. I'll definitely take the health in this one. We have a bottle. Okay, so that means bottled bugs can be online for Skulltulas. And we got the ocarina right off the bat. That is great, because ordinarily I have to go hunting for that thing. Okay, that's good. If I find warp songs, I am in business. Now, I know it says it on the side of the screen, so I'm just going to kind of talk about this real quick. The Deku Tree is closed off to me right now. In order for me to get to the Deku Tree, I have to find the Kokiri Sword and a Deku Shield. So I'm hoping that I will be able to find it soon, because the Deku Tree is still technically one of the easiest dungeons. Even funnier, they have, in the vanilla game of Ocarina, the Deku Tree does have a section where you need to return with bombs to get a Skulltula. They included a few more areas in there that required bombs to get to extra stuff, so I found it kind of interesting that they took that concept to the next level. So I'm actually kind of hoping that I will be able to find a bomb bag before I go in there. The cool thing is, the dungeons themselves still follow their original linear progression. So if you are able to find the items necessary to go into them, it's actually a good thing. Okay, we'll definitely want this. Okay, so I have to remember Mirror Shield is in Kokiri Forest. Okay, so some quick notes there. Well, that's good. I'm finding the information of some powerful items right off the bat. That's pretty good. Even in my books, that's pretty good. So we'll go up here. If I'm lucky, I could find something that might let me keep going as far as progression. Not, I might go... Okay, Mask of Truth is dead. Okay, so we'll go this way. Ooh, the Kakariko Lost Woods. Okay, at least I have the Deku Nuts, so I can stun the business scrubs. There we go. Hey, even better when I find that, it's a capacity. All right, I finally, I have access to some weaponry for now. Perfect. Lon Ranch. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so if I want to fully complete it, I'll need to at least find the weird egg. And then get Zelda's letter. But who knows? There are 3 business scrubs and the farmhouse in the back, and cows. At least I can do the first batch of things without Epona's song. But I've got the ocarina. That does allow me to do things. Okay, can't do much there. There's 2 more business scrubs I can get. I'm gonna get those now. So I'll just do that, and then I really can't do much else, so I will probably find my way up to Gerudo Valley and Lake Hylia. Okay, heart. Money. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I have an ocarina. I can do the memory game. Get that taken care of. Try not to forget things here, especially because right now I consider the overworld to be really powerful. Alright, let's see how this goes. Please be down, so it's like I'm playing the Requiem of Spirit. Ah, so close. Easy peasy. And money. Oh, but that at least eliminates it, so I don't have to do it again. Okay. So I'm thinking what I normally do, so Lake Hylia would be my best bet, followed with Gerudo Valley. I don't want to do Lon Ranch just yet, because I would want to have means to stun business scrubs, and that's more than just the Deku Nuts that I've got right now. So we'll go for the freebie things first and see what we get. I really should have paid attention if a Deku Shield was on any of the shops I visited. Now, there is always the option to turn into an adult, because that at least gives me a sword. You know, if I was thinking about it, I probably should have gone the south side of Lon Ranch there. Oh well. Hopefully I'll find me some good things. And if this doesn't work for me right off the bat, I'm probably going to go turn into an adult and see what I can do. Now, that one hint that I got earlier that said that a cow was guarding the fire arrows in a grotto, it's actually the grotto that's just over here. There's a ring of rocks that blocks a grotto. What makes it interesting is, as a child, it's just the ring of rocks. But as an adult, there is a boulder on top of that that is breakable only with the Megaton hammer. So I find it interesting that the grotto possesses two different means of entry. The kid needs bombs, and the adult needs the Megaton hammer. And maybe bombs, but you can open grottos like that with a Megaton hammer anyway, so no real reason not to. Alright, making the jump. Hopefully I do not mess this one up. Ah, I was right on it too. Could have made it a little closer. Oh, well. I can always make a comeback as I'm coming up from Hylia here. Now there are hints, so I'll grab the hints and then maybe I'll do child fishing. Well, this obstacle course is a piece of heart, so thank goodness, don't have to do that. You know, I should almost start enforcing that location as a junk reward, because it means I have to do all the business at Lon Lon Ranch. And that's afterwards. I can still remember as a kid never wanting to do that, because I was never good at it per se, but even when I was an adult, I never wanted to do that. Bombs can be found at DMC. That's a negative. So we'll get the hint over here. Go fishing. See what the silver scale locks. Go up into Hyrule Field. Check the open grotto. Go back. Do the Cuckoo Fall into the waterfall. And work from that, I think, is my best bet right now. Desert Colossus. Oh, boy. There is some very interesting Way of the Heroes this seed. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I do know at least it's those locations I need to look towards. So Goron City's locked off to me by bombs. Desert Colossus is locked off to me by either the Gerudo card and its various things to get me across the desert, or the Requiem of Spirit. So Lon Lon Ranch is currently my best bet. And I don't know how I feel about that right now. Okay. I want to see something. This is something that I've been seeing a lot of randomizer Ocarina players doing. This seems like this fish right here meets a lot of their criterias. So if it says 8 pounds, I might have a new best friend in this fishing pond. Certainly looks big enough. But what do you know? That is a lot more efficient. I always went for old reliable out there. That helps. What's the size? Oh, 20 pack. That is perfect. That gives me a good excuse to go into Hyrule Field now, because now I can use bomb shoes to get grottos. Oh, that's perfect. Fishing for success. Alright, what's down here? That looks like something. Is that a Deku shield? Or a bomb bag? That is a Deku shield. Interesting. Oops. No dives there. Alright. So Hyrule Field for grottos and rocks. Gerudo Valley for the for the waterfall. And then I'll figure out my next play. I would almost want to get a Deku shield. Just because then that gives me a way to deal with business growths without wasting Deku nuts. Alright. Now this is one where I don't want to let go of the bomb shoe, so I'm going to be taking a hit. Does burn me a whole heart, but oh well. And I'll do that. Heart piece. Well, I'm getting up there for heart pieces now. Which worries me. If I don't find a lot of good items right off the bat, I worry that they're in dungeons. And like I said before, I want things to be in the overworld because it's familiar. Hyrule Castle is foolish. Okay. So I don't have to worry about the Great Fairy or anything else otherwise. Now here's an interesting thought I just had, and this kind of has to do with thinking about how logic works for this. So, technically speaking, Hyrule Castle, in my mind, is where you get... Oh, that didn't work. Ooh, that's close. Oh, is it a Wolfos Howl on every one? Ooh, boy. Hang on. I don't want to die just yet. So good thing I found you. And that frees up the bottle. So the one thing I don't know of... Oh, jeez. I keep distracting myself so many times. Okay, bombs seem really important right now. Might be able to do some things as an adult, but bombs seem really important right now. Oh, I'm getting money. So the hint says that outside of Hyrule Castle is foolish. It says outside, but I don't know if it also includes the letter you receive from Zelda. And for anyone who can see where I'm going with this, if it's saying potentially that Zelda's letter is a foolish thing to get, could that also mean that there's nothing important to have to be done with masks? Now, I could be stretching things out here immensely by saying what I'm saying right now, so we'll have to see. Because getting Zelda's letter still means I can access Death Mountain Trail through Kakariko Village. And I do have Bomb 2s on me now. I would almost want to use those to open up the ways to Goron City and Zora's River. So once I do the waterfall check, I might do that. And if I can time things right, I might go check the shops in Castletown and hope to get Shadows in an Invisible Maze, guard a red rupee. That seems to be Shadow Temple. Oh, thank you. More Deku nuts. Okay, so I have a small stockade of them now. I'll definitely want to check the shops again, I think. So I might be slowing myself down here a little bit, but I need to do this because then I can also check Night Shop. So I'm going to recheck the shops again, see if there's anything here that I need. see what happens. You do sell Deku Nuts. Okay. Perfect. Now, did you have anything of value for me? You had bombed shoes. Well, that technically means I can get them. Okay. So let's go make it nighttime. We'll deal with Richard. We'll deal with Night Shop. And then I'll just have to wait for night to pass unless I find something of extreme value. There we go. Bridge up. That is nightfall. Okay, this is good. This is very good. So there we go. Let's get Richard. You're following, that's good. I could also check Bombchu Bowling, because I think it opens up when you just get Bombchu. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, if I was playing with dungeons mixed, that would tell me if the dungeon was vanilla or Master Quest. Okay. Heart Container for 190, Ice Arrows for 145. Huh. Do I really need that? You know what? I'm gonna buy it for Adult Link. Oops. Guess I can take a moment here to mark a few things. Okay. So that's good. I've got a shield now for Adult Link. And maybe protection for Child Link, but definitely something for Adult Link. Now that did drain my wallet, so I'm just gonna go out into the wilderness. I am going to let time pass. It looks like Malon's singing Sheik's theme. Okay, so we'll have to wait here. Now, I still want to check the waterfall in Gerudo Valley. But now that I have Deku Nuts, business scrubs become a very good proposition for me right now. I would just need to get money. So a couple of rupee loops on the bridge. And then I can go to... I could start at Lon Lon Ranch, do the few things there. Then I could head to Gerudo Valley, do the waterfall, hop down to Lake Hylia, do the 3 scrubs under the grave, which would then let me use Owl Express to warp back to the market. So there's a couple of things I could do. Maybe depending on what I get, I can see what my item loadout will give. Maybe going adult would be an okay idea. So here we go. That's what I want to hear. All right, go grab some rupees. And then I'll save doing Bombchu Bowling for when I'm back in town again. Because right now I just need... I need at least 60 rupees on me. Now, I wonder how soon it'll be until I find a freebie Hylian shield, because I almost feel like there's a few extra Hylian shield drops in the Master Quest item pool. But then again, I don't know how they enforce certain junk items. Like, maybe there's the same number of shields that drop in the pool, but everything else is a random mix of ammo. So, we'll see what happens. But we're going to start getting a little pilfering in Lon Lon Ranch here. Actually explore a way of the hero. And hopefully logic plays nice with me. Okay. And I should get the Skulltula here while I'm at it. Oh, that's gonna play with my head. Alright, so 1 gold Skulltula token. So, these are all money horses? Alright. Alright. Hopefully something good. That is not good. That is also not good. At least they have the decency to give me some hearts after they freeze me. Okay, so it wasn't the scrubs. It is very likely it could be cows. Very likely it could be cows. But I don't have a Pona song, so I would have to wait. Okay, now we'll do a little look through walls trick. Deku Nuts, which I don't need. Even if that's a capacity upgrade, I don't need it. Which wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it would give me 18 free Deku Nuts. Okay, so it wasn't any of the obvious things. So that means it's either one of the 4 cows, or Talon and Malin when I can get into Hyrule Castle. So either I need a Pona song, and or the Weird Egg. One of those would allow me to at least do more here. So I have to put this on the back burner. Jeez, I almost keep thinking that I keep getting a green rupee that's invisible or something every time I move. Okay, now I do want to check the lone tree. See what information I can glean out of this. Oh, another bow. Okay, so, either I need a wallet or a scale. A scale would really help, not gonna lie. Alright, so check the waterfall, check the 3 scrubs. Make a play from that. I would almost say that turning into an adult would be the better play. I can do more in Goron City and in Zora's River. Who knows? Okay. Time to make the jump. And eventually get better at trying to get both checks at once, because I tried picking up that cuckoo and it just wasn't having it. Can I do it? Ah, it's just money. Oh well. Free money is free money. There's also a hint over here, so I'm going to take that opportunity. GTG! Oh boy. Now a dungeon is made way of the hero. And not only that, it's not a required one, so I'm feeling the sting on that. And of course, they made a dungeon which is all about testing your abilities, and an optional dungeon at that, now even harder. I hope I remember what I'm doing there. Okay. Now, part of me is starting to think this is almost going to be a full clear seed, which is the worst thing to do on a seed when you're trying just to get your bearings straight. But I did want to try and do this, so we'll see what we get. Should almost try not focusing on the time. Just try and make this a learning experience. Yeah, fly away. I just want to go into the grave. Okay, 3 more checks. There's the freebie shield. Oh no, the same one keeps selling me foolish things. At least I get health back. So the middle scrub is the one that freezes me. However, that works. That just outright is a good thing. Because that gives me access to Gerudo Training Ground when I eventually get there. Okay, that's great. That is actually really great. Okay. Now this is good. We're just about here at daytime. Try not to get hit. I'll do a quick rupee hop here. Oops, didn't roll much on that one. Okay, so if this doesn't get me anything, I think I'm going to turn into an adult. I could have just used a Deku Stick, really, but it's funnier to practice the pot throwing. Alright. Maybe my prayers will be answered here? Alright. Heart piece. Okay. And a bottle. Not that it's necessary, but I'll try. Please be the nice one. It is not the nice one. Hey! Just scooted the side of that thing. I'll take it. I like it when it's easy. So, let's find out. Is this going to be actual bottle or ice trap? Actual bottle. And empty, no less. So I don't have to worry about anything. Do I want to play again? No. Alright. So that means Ruto's letter is still hiding out there amongst bottles. Alright, well that concludes what I think I can do here as child right now that's beneficial. So let's go turn into an adult. Alright, well that gives me the Master Sword. Now what doesn't help is that 2 of my 3 bows are locked to me right now. One I can get as an adult, but I need the iron boots or the silver scale. So if I want a bow, I have to either find that stuff or find where the third bow is located, because man, this is going to be a difficult seed to figure out. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I am going to do what I typically do. I don't think I have this on the side here, but what I normally do is have Ganon's castle opened by default. So that means the Rainbow Bridge is always up and functioning. I just don't have access to the boss key until I get 6 medallions into my possession. Now, this is, of course, is a Master Quest dungeon, so there could be some more tricks here, and I'm scared. See, like, look at that. They were not kidding. Like, right off the bat. Iron Knuckle. Right at the front. I don't know if this means I have to defeat everything. I think I have to defeat everything. Yeah. When they made these puzzles, they weren't kidding. Doesn't look like you're hopping off your... Okay, so that means I also have to defeat these things. I'm trying to remember... What the heck? I thought I made them disappear for a second. Is that gonna work? Alright. I think I am very woefully under-equipped for what I've got to deal with right now. I mean, it was fun to tackle an Iron Knuckle that could kill me in one shot. But I don't think my usual plan is going to work here. I need something that is a little bit more competent in dealing with this. Okay, Link, I know that you want to be a wolf right now, but you're going to have to wait until Twilight Princess for that to be a reality. Definitely want to find some health here soon. Can do this. Oh yeah, I've got no magic, so I can't really do too much. At least I have ceased the wolf tendencies. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go do what I normally do. Now, maybe to wait until the sun rises. I'm gonna go check Zora's River. See what's on the one pillar and in the hidden grotto. And maybe by Zora's domain, too. That might work. Maybe I'll be able to get to Kakariko again when it's daytime. Potentially. Who knows? But I do want to try to find something. Okay, so on the top is a compass. Okay, again, that's stuff I actually want to see. However, I'll probably be able to get it better if I'm a child going up here. Just trying not to die by all the Octoroks. What do we have over here? That is the Kokiri sword. On the ranchway, the hero. Okay, that makes things interesting. So I would definitely want to come up here as a child and make the jump. Or find the hover boots as an adult, but that's a different story. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm down for this. Alright, so we'll climb up here. I'm gonna get the hint. Well, actually, what I'm going to do, other than nearly, like, ending my own self here, get a couple extra fairies in my bottles for protection. Alright, that's a little better. Yeah, sure, why not? Put something on there. Alright. Gonna try for the hint. A Deku Shield can be found at Kakariko Village. Interesting. I don't know if it means in the shop as one of the special checks or as a item. I don't think I would be able to tell you in the shop itself as a normal item. So that means there is a findable Deku Shield somewhere in Kakariko. 30 is dead. 30 is dead, so I'd only have to go for 20. And we got the Song of Storms. Okay. First Ocarina song. Okay, well that opens up Storm's Grottos. Alright, I will definitely want to try to get that compass later, so I definitely have to come back here as a child at this rate. That might be a good game plan. I hope I find something like decent warp songs. Okay, looks like my plan was a success. Got some good information, got the Song of Storms. I have an ocarina, so I can actually talk to Guru Guru in the windmill. Good. I have plans. Don't know if they're good, but they are plans. Alright, so I'm going to check the shops first, since they are the most obvious things I can take a look at. Please be something good. I could use some good things. I see things. Ooh, okay, so that's the other ocarina. Epona's song is locked behind a wallet. And there is a compass for the Deku Tree. Now, the Deku Tree is the easiest one, so I might be fine being able to skip that one. I'm gonna try to do the Deku Tree no matter what. I see a Megaton Hammer. For cheap! And that is not an ice trap. Okay, perfect. Goron Tunic. Okay, so the natural Goron Tunic can be found there. Alright. This works. This really works. So hopefully I can find some natural rupees. Ah, there's the Deku Shield! Alright, perfect. Alright, so I've got one half of the piece to get into Deku Tree. And I know where the Kokiri sword is. Okay, just a heart. Alright, let's do some fun in the graveyard. So I got one grotto I can check here. I can do the camera glitch for the other. And I can race Dompe. So that's 4 things I can do right now. At least I know where Epona's song is. That is huge. Oh, well, there's the money I need. It's kind of what I was hoping for, too. That is an ice trap, and I'm glad I know that. Okay. Dompe, I wish to race. Thankfully, anything else in the game that isn't a regular dungeon is normal. He's playing nice with his flames today, as he just tosses out like 3 in a row. Make that 4, but that's the only flame I've been hit by, so I'm okay. Alright, my time is looking pretty good here. Trying to get me with some last-minute flames, I see. Hey, 57's pretty good. What do we got? Claim check? Alright, so we have the claim check. That gives more purpose to going up Death Mountain, and an ice trap. Oh, whoops! I rolled when I should have side-hopped. Well, alright, well this gives me a good excuse to see where Adult Link's spawn is. And now that I'm taking a look at my time here, it is getting close to the first hour. For anyone who this is their first time watching any of my Zelda Randomizer content, I do tend to take breaks after every hour. So pretty soon I'll be taking a break. Now, this does set me back a little bit, because now I'm no longer in Kakariko, and I want to get that Megaton Hammer, because Megaton Hammer actually seems like it would be an important thing for me. At least, even if I don't do Fire Temple, it does give me... It gives me a good item, at the very least. Has a few things hidden behind it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they incorporated so many needs for the Megaton Hammer in the later dungeons that I'm just like, you know what, just get it. I'm fairly certain they do incorporate a lot more in the Rusty Switch department, which can only be pressed with the Megaton Hammer. So we'll see about that. Now, of course, that is only during the day, because I'm a little slow again here. So, at the very least, yeah, you know, I'm probably just going to wait here. This way I can get the Megaton Hammer and then start climbing up Death Mountain. I really do need to find a wallet soon. Like, really soon. So many things are locked behind just the adult wallet alone. Like, there's the mirror shield, there's the bow, the Epona song. Like, there's a number of things that I'm locked because of wallet. Which is fine, because that's why I play with Random Items and Shop. It's to give the wallets more interesting powers. Should be soon, I think? Yes, very soon. So yeah, get the Megaton Hammer, climb up Death Mountain Trail, see what random things I can do, and hopefully I'll get something good for my trouble. At least it's an exact count on my rupees that I got, which is good. Alright. I would like to purchase your hammer, because it's hammer time. And that's good. That actually does open up a few things in Goron City for me, so that's perfect. Who knows, maybe I'll do some hunting in Goron City, and then that'll be a good spot to end for the first episode here. Hammer. That also counts. Trying to get a few of the freebie tokens while I can. What's on top? That's a wallet! Oh, that is a wallet, and I need that now. So we're just gonna kind of mosey on over here. Now see, I know there's a chest in there, and I know there's a Song of Storms grotto right there, but I want to try to get this wallet now in case I get money. Just a little wider. Gimme, 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 gimme! There we go! We have a wallet! And now, so many things open up to me. So, come on, money! Money, 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 money. Let the money start flowing in. I need money. I mean, if all else fails, I can just sell things to the bottle beggar. That can get me money real quick. Hey! And a hookshot joins the party! Oh, that feels so good. Oh, I needed that. I needed the hookshot so bad. Mountain of Wonders. A couple extra hearts too, since I know all those rocks contain 3 hearts. Alright, and your hint. A hero ventures beyond the wasteland to learn bomb chews. So that means Sheik must teach, the Sheik song must be bomb chew then. Because it says ventures to learn, which means learning something. Okay. So let's deal with Link the Goron. Gotcha. Make sure you actually stand up before I talk to you this time, not glitch you out like I did last time. Oh, we are getting some really good things up here right now. I am super happy about that, because I think that gives me the loadout I need to complete the Deku tree. Oh, that could not have turned out any more perfect. I wonder if that could have been the way of the hero. Considering the number of things I see here. Oh my, 3 ice traps in one shop? That's kind of incredible. Alright, well I already have a Deku shield, so I don't need any of that. That's both sad and impressive. Okay. Well, this is good, because that means I can start shaping up to do some dungeons here. Okay, now I can't go across. Oh, I can go across. I have the hook shot. Oh, that's even better. That is even better. And here I said I was taking a break at the first hour, but then suddenly it's like things have kind of lit up. Maybe I'll go for like another 5 minutes or so. But I do need some money. Okay. So we'll go over here because that is... there we go. And now I don't need Deku Nuts. I have the automatic Make Deku Business Scrubs jump button. I think I jumped ahead of the rupees there. Heart? Nope. Oh, that's good. A little bit more time in the crater. I'm gonna go talk to Sheik over here, now that I have plenty of time. Also, what's on the top there? Bombchu. Okay. No big deal right now. Alright, Sheik. Oh, man. I am really, really getting bit by that. Okay. So what I'm going to do... because I have the Megaton Hammer, I have an easy way to get through the rock room over here. So I'm going to go do that. And then I think will be a good time to take my first break. Because again, I am exploring Goron City, which means plenty of things can be way of the hero without me even realizing it. So full clearing it is a good thing. And maybe if I wanted to, I could go to yes, I can do the fun way. I could go up to the top of Death Mountain Crater the other way and see what the other items are up there. Well, apparently I was going to be finding a lot of slingshots here. That's fine, because I will need that as Child Link for plenty of things. Alright. Actual double defense. Okay, and Ocarina of Time is useless, so I don't think I need to get any of the spiritual stones. Also, getting frozen. Okay. Well, that turned out perfect, because I want as much health and defense as I can get for the things I don't know about. So, you know what? We are going to pause this right here. I gotta say, it was a bit of a slow start, but things are finally picking up here. And if what you saw there in Ganon's Tower is any indication, get ready for some interesting dungeon exploring, because these dungeons really did get remixed. I'm anxious to know how well I'm going to handle that. But in order to see that, you will have to tune into the next episode. So I hope you will enjoy. I hope you will stop by on the next episode. So, as I always say, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.